Hello again, loves. Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 3 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. It's my 61st stash kit layout and it is also Miranda Weber's 52 weeks of everyday photos. I'm branching out a bit because these are my photos and I'm looking at it more of this is a everyday vacation type thing for me and my husband. Like, we just end up doing the weirdest things. Like, we went to South Dakota, here we are in Montana. We just drove to Montana because he had never been to Montana, and he's been to now like 48 of the states, or no, like 46. He's got 2 more plus Alaska and Hawaii, which we're going to Alaska this summer. So I've got like 19 or 20 of them, so he's totally smoked me. But he was the over the road truck driver, so we went there just so he could have that. It was just a random. That's what we do. We go somewhere and then end up somewhere else. So I'm going to use those 2 photos. This is our sketch, which is created by Sarah Davies. 2 photos. So these are going to work perfectly because I'm going to line them up like that, like it is on the sketch. I've got my big O circle cutter here to do this circle. We've got that going. So, the things that I've pulled out to add to the layouts. I've got this collection that I started with. It's a scrap room kit. It's a Let's Take a Trip from Echo Park. And the base is, hold please, let's throw all that stuff over there. So we're going to use the cardstock basil in bitter chocolate, and then this multi-journaling card on the back. It's journaling cards. So I'm going to cut the circle out of this and figure out how I want to do that. I've got the sticker sheet as well to create all those beautiful strips. Hold on, you guys, I made a mess of everything and I shouldn't have done it the way I did it, but that's where we're at. Okay, so we've got these scraps from my little collection over there of South Dakota stuff that I'm using to scrapbook this adventure, this trip. So we've got all of those to make those luscious strips. This is going to be our photo mats. I have pulled in the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Lake cardstock stick or chipboard, then our bits and pieces. Okay, so in true fashion, I've loved playing with like just picking random items. So my first one is dots and gems. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of these dots on here. Then I'm going to use some dies, and because this is a big circle, I thought it would be fun to pull out my circle dies. I don't run them through a machine, you guys. I just trace and fussy cut them out, and I've pulled all of these scraps to kind of cut some circles out of. I know, me saving scraps. It's kind of weird, but I do it until the collection and or kit is done, and then I get rid of them. Paper clips. So I've got these 3 bow paper clips. That one's a different color. I thought they were all the same color. These are my random bins of embellishments that I'm trying to work my way through. Let's see if I can find ones that all work together. There you go. Okay. And I made a pretty big dent in this little container over there, so that's kind of fun. So I'm also going to play with deco scissors. So I've pulled out the wavy ones that I'm going to cut some of those strips up with. I guess I should be putting this stuff in here. This would make more sense for me when it comes time to do this stuff. But I'm going to put those over there because I'll be using those first. Okay. Washi. I have these from the Simple Stories collection. I'm going to use those to make some of those strips as well. Nouveau drops. I've pulled out my vintage drops in pumice stone because it matches the cardstock and stuff. Stamps. I've pulled out this stamp, which is a VW Bug, and my husband has on a Grateful Dead shirt there, so hippie, peace, love, and rock and roll, man. And I went ahead and stamped it out using my stamping platforms. I'm going to color that in. So we've got that, and then some twine, and then I just have these random flares that they were sitting there. So it says, I want to venture in the great wide somewhere and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to use one or three of those. So I'm going to go ahead, trim my photos down, cut the circles, and color this in, and we'll be right back. All right, so I've got my little stamped piece on, and I colored it with some colored pencils. We've got the photos on. So we've got all this. I did add my clusters of circles in those areas. I'm not real sure where my title is going to go, if anywhere, right? But, so the dies were used for those circles. Got those. The deco scissors I used to cut here and here, which was washi that I put on some cardstock. So that took care of the dies, the deco scissors, and the washi, and then my stamp was that image. So I've got paper clips, Nuvo drops, dots and gems, and twine to get on there yet. There's my twine. So I've got all these fun bits that I was thinking we could somehow just get in there, right? Like, I don't really know wherever else in my life I'm ever going to need a duck. So we're just going to pop him right under this guy. And I want to use this. Maybe it needs to go over here somewhere, but then I'm going to cover up that whole. That's okay. We're just going to get that stuck down. Sometimes things get covered up that you just don't intend. So we're going to get that there. I've got this little wander here, which would be fun to kind of add right there. Possibly popped up on some foam. So we'll just cut a piece of foam because I want to add dimension as well, right? So gearing up today for Super Bowl. We're going to order some Buffalo Wild Wings and do all the fun things. Just because I feel like that's weird, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So we'll get that one put there. Then there was another one that I had that it said explore more. So we're going to pop this one up on foam as well. Because it's all about dimension. I mean, it's really not, I guess. It's really up to your own personal taste and such. But, like I always say, I love for you guys to leave comments, but just remember, I'm a person. Don't be mean. And I'm not saying that you are, but there are some people that I think just try to be mean. We got 100% natural. Let's put that one down here. I did pop up a couple of the circles on foam as well. We've got this little piece that we're just gonna rip up because I'm just going for the. I basically pulled out all the green, right? And then this, I kind of lost the circle over here, but you know, we're gonna stick that right there using both sides. I've got unplug and rewind, which we're gonna go, well, actually changed my mind. I'm going to put it on the photo up here to kind of continue it into that cluster. I'm going to go with this one. Just go right there. Then we're going to build it up that way. Unfortunately, the little turtle's going to lose his little shell. But I think I can use the other piece as well. Just kind of stick him there, and then we can use we'll use his little butt down here, right? If there's a little hidden turtle under here. I don't know. It makes sense to me somehow. Let's get that guy stuck. But I do want to do something just a bit outside the box. And we're just going to pop up that side, and everything else will just go flat down. So that sticks up like that. Love for nature. I'm going to go right on top of that circle, bringing more of the green up here. And then the Explore and Discover we're going to put on this one. Okay, and this one says Stay Curious. So I'm feeling like putting that right there. Obviously, well, maybe not be obvious, but I'm gonna pop the title up, but then that will somewhat encompass the title. That's going to be going around the circle there, like in the sketch. Okay. And we'll just pop him in right here, and he nestles nicely. All right. And then we've got some butterflies or moths. I'm not sure which is which. Let's put this one right there. And we got these frogs. Like I said, I just kind of, I went for it, you know. I just started thinking, whenever in my life am I going to actually need a frog? And you watch, sometimes down the line I'm like, I wish I would have had those. But you can't save stuff in hopes that one day you might need it, right? So we're going to stick him right here in these little circles. Okay. Then we got this little frog we can put right there, straight to paper. His little, let's see, we're going to take his back foot and hide him, but do him like that. Okay, and then we got one more butterfly. I'm using up these little scrap pieces of foam. I'll take him and we're going to put him right. Nope, I don't like that. Let's put him right here. Okay. Then the only thing I have left are these 4 circle arrows, and I thought those would be fun because of all the other circles on here. So let's just go ahead and pop them in. However they need to work for us, right? I feel good about a lot of the stuff getting used. There's a weird gap right there, so we're going to fill that in with an arrow. And this little guy, I'll just stick him right in there. Okay, so we've got all that on there. Now I need the twine, which I thought of a good thing for the twine, but before I get that on there, let's go ahead and do, I got this gold gel pen. I'm going to slowly go, because if you go fast with these, sometimes they skip with the ink, but I think that's mostly all gel pens. I really like using sketches because it makes me think outside the box to do certain things like that I wouldn't always think of for a design. I think we have our favorite like go-tos, and at least I do, and I get stuck in like consistently recreating kind of the same design just with different tweaks. So get this one here, and then we're gonna do some little fun hashtags. I don't know where I missed one over there, but okay. So we've got that going. So what I'm going to do with the twine is let's pick out 3 of these guys. One to go in each cluster. So let's use this one. It says, I want adventure in the great wild somewhere. So I've got 3 pieces of twine, and I'm just going to wrap them loosely around my finger, right? And then I'm going to come in and we're going to add some liquid glue down. And then we're going to stick this in there, right? I'm going to hold some pressure on it. I'm going to have to come in and like add extra glue with a little hold. Come on, stay. All right. And then, oh, I want these. And then with these, I'm going to add some extra foam all around there. Okay, I'm gonna do this 3 times, but I'm only gonna make you watch me do it once. Actually, I'm not really making you do anything. You're here by choice. No, I do want to thank you guys. If you're new, I really appreciate you joining us, and would hopes that you subscribe. But I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pop that right in the center of that twine. And I'm going to push that down so it catches. And then you've got just a little bit of twine coming out. So that is the twine used. And we're going to put paper clips on here as well. So we're just going to kind of, I always say kind of, we're going to shove this guy in there. Oh, come on. Okay, and then what I usually do is I squeeze some glue under there and get it stuck into the glue, and then that will hold as well. So I'm going to put a paper clip, a twine, and a flare in each one of these. So give me a minute and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got my other flare twine combo there, paper clip, flare twine combo there, and paper clip. This one says, you'll find me among the trees. I know there's no trees, but it'll work. Wild and free, and then I want adventures in the great white somewhere. So now I'm going to come in and I want to put this dark teal, oh man, in here. So we'll do big, 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 and then medium, medium, and medium. Oh my goodness gracious, these things are like the stickers. A small one there. Like the sticky back is not wanting to stay with it. And then that one's going to go there. So that's going to take care of our dots and gems. And the last thing we got is Nuvo. So we've got dots and gems, dies, paper clip, deco scissors, washi, Nuvo drop, stamps, and twine. So boom, succeeded in getting some things used. So for this, I am just going to add some pizzazz, I guess. I don't really know where though. So let's just see. So these are vintage. And we're just going to add little small ones. Oh, that's horrible. I kind of think they're drying up. It's okay though. You can make things come back. It's probably just got a clog in the tube. And all that means okay, come on. I just have to unclog it and hope, among hopes, that it doesn't blow. Oh my goodness, on this layout. Oh, that's horrible. You guys like my commentary? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that one looks gross. Oh, that one looks wrong. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I do that at work all the time. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So basically, what you need to do with this, right, is you need to somehow, I know that was a lot you think wasted, but there's a big scoosh in there somewhere. And then when you start to do it again, it might actually work better. Like so. So I should have just done that, but I got that clog out, right? So there was like this little bitty clog. Okay. At least we'll have some normal ones on there, along with some very odd ones. But that's going to do it for today's layout. So don't forget to check everybody else out that's playing along with 52 weeks. The 52-week everyday challenge and Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. There will be playlists down below for both. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you later with another video. Bye.